morning and good afternoon. Welcome. Eva, good morning.
Good morning. Good evening.
Yes. You're welcome to speak if there's anything to speak. You know that. Mm.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm feeling. Um, I could just feel that was really uh that suddenly also there was a moment and that I felt like, oh, uh, that with you I can just let go, or I feel like really met, or yeah. And then I felt emotion because I don't know,
Yes.
maybe something is really longing for that, or yeah, I don't know.
Emotion is just emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, when there's emotion is coming. That's all. All, you know, words are on top.
Yeah, that's it.
You
Because this night I also woke up and I had to cry, and I have no idea why.
cool,
And yeah,
cool. Just letting it do its thing. Let life do what it needs to do. And you are present. Yeah. It wakes you up. It wants to cry. Let it cry until it's over. And maybe you go to sleep again or get a cup of tea or whatever. If possible, don't go into any meaning. Yeah. It's not worth it. I know you know that. So right now too, if emotion comes, it's healthy. It's very healthy. It's a natural response. Who knows why, what? Yeah. Yeah.
It's so good to hear it again. That
Yeah,
yeah, that it really,
it's healthy.
yeah.
It's healthy. Otherwise, it wouldn't do it.
Yeah, and also that it doesn't matter where it comes from, or that we, yeah, that it's, yeah,
I mean, we, how many times have we looked for reasons
yeah,
and it's like, it wants to put it onto something. And sometimes it also it makes sense sometimes, it's not that it's not worth it doing it. It's just
yeah. Sometimes
sometimes
it's, yeah,
it's
you really
not
know,
worth
or
it.
there it's really connected to something, and now, yeah, then I would have to find something, and
Exactly. And it takes you away from the natural flow of what the body needs to do.
yeah,
Yeah. It's actually quite often trying to avoid. And when it doesn't try to avoid, it's so yummy. Even emotion, if it just can move through. Oh my God, it's the
yeah,
best. And at least in my experience, when it has done its thing, when it's moved through, then it opens the door to something different. Then maybe we could talk if then something to speak comes. But first it needs to do its magic, actually. It needs to do its magic.
yeah. I don't know. It just feels like maybe something opening also, like here,
Oh.
and yeah, like I feel also a lot of gratitude actually, like, or yeah,
Oh,
love,
there you
and
go.
yeah,
There you go. See, oh man, that's what I'm experiencing when emotion can just do its thing, when it's allowed to flow. So, oh, yum. It becomes
yeah,
gratitude quite often. Yeah, it's not interrupted. Yeah, and it starts breathing and coming alive. And how is it now?
yeah. It changes all the time.
Say again.
It was somehow there was like a sense, or like an idea, or of something missing, or because when I and then I could feel, oh, I'm meeting you now, and this is what I so love, like, and then, yeah, there were like these thoughts of, oh, but it's not enough in my life, or I want this all the time, and then I could feel, but this is here now, and I have, like,
Yeah.
and I feel so lucky that we can hang out a lot like this. So that was a little bit of the,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So I will tell you what I noticed. And I know that in my own personal experience, physical experience, how it looks then when it goes into those thought forms, it gets as if something in the system gets stuck. That's how my system perceives. It's like all of a sudden that flow there, before it's kind of a very subtle but very yummy movement going, and I can feel that and see it even. And then it stops. It's as if it goes into a little freeze.
Yeah, because it goes somewhere, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Just to give that feedback. So that's how it's
Yeah,
perceived, noticed over here. It's very,
yeah,
very obvious.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I can understand when
Cool.
you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So I just and then there comes the breath. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's acknowledged, done.
Yeah,
It got it. It's nothing wrong with that. It's more that acknowledgement of what's actually happening and that it's witnessed by another.
yeah.
It's not made wrong. It's not made right. It's just purely witnessed.
And it's so good to know that all those stories and all those that thoughts and that what that does also,
Mm.
yeah. And it's such a relief if you don't have to listen to it. Like, yeah, it's
Yeah. So how you can play with that is when you, by luck, by grace, notice that it goes there, it might be possible to just get that body into movement again.
yeah,
It can be tiny movements. Can be a lot, sometimes it might be, for that you have to jump up and down.
yeah,
And maybe it's just that, there it went into something, and gosh, luckily it was noticed, and oh, oh, coming back here. And then it might go off again. But when the moment it's noticed, then it's like, let it start to come into flow again. Sometimes you just help, assist the body system, body mind. Yeah. You can feel that. It's so beautiful because now we do it both together consciously, huh? And that keeps us right here. It keeps us right here. Physicality, body included, not identified as that small, but totally included. Totally included. And it loves flow. It loves it. Starts breathing and it starts coming alive. Yeah.
yeah. And I feel so grateful also to know this. Like, just I realized that like more and more that that um yeah, there's really like no other point for me in life than this. Like, and yeah, to me like this, it's so beautiful. I'm so grateful for that. Yeah.
Same here, Eva. Same here. Same here. again and again and again and again. Wow.
Yeah, everything else is just so painful and stupid compared to this.
Oof,
Yeah,
oof, oof.
yeah. Yeah, so lucky just to know this for 1 second. Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you so much.
Thank you. And thanks for hosting us today.
Yeah, pleasure.
Just can even play with that if you like to. This keeping the body included by. Gives me a breath immediately. Just these tiny movements so that it knows where it is actually and it starts flowing. Keeps us here. It keeps us here. Bettina.
Hi everyone. Do you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, nearly I wanted to speak German.
Yeah, bitte.
Just here the same. It's just seeing, getting a sense of where it holds itself back, where it holds itself together, rather than giving it a little bit of space so that it can start flowing. Yeah. It's interesting because, I mean, I guess you have maybe all experienced it. The moment it gets held back, whatever that is that would like to flow, let's call it life, it goes into thought forms. And then it has all these ideas, and rather than, oh gosh, there it's a bit stuck in the neck. Oh, and then there comes the breath immediately. And it opens up in the belly. I'm just saying what's happening here.
Isn't it also the way around? Because that what you speak with Eva, that longing, I want to be here, and isn't at first a thought and then something?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, could easily be. I want to be here. I want to be here. Oh.
And then a lot of thoughts around they're coming. I'm not often enough, and I want to be more, but I can't, and all these things.
Yeah, so that's the stuff
Yeah.
where stuckness happens. Yeah. Because, you know, where else can you be?
Yeah. It's connected on this group here, something. And actually it feels totally different.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm not sure if here-ness is a feeling.
No, it is totally different. It's like somehow another perspective is coming in that's not available on the other times.
Yeah,
Only
I hear,
mental, only mental.
I hear you. I hear you. Gosh, how lucky is that, Bettina? Hmm. Hmm. And you can see how fine and sensitive the system is. You know, I call it system. It was, I mean, I don't really know what to call this. So you know what I mean by system. Because wherever it steps into, in whatever circumstance it finds itself, it can adapt. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? So it goes
What
into,
does adapt mean, please?
anpassen. Es
Yeah,
kann sich anpassen. Es
yeah,
kann sich
it did.
It did, exactly. It comes into our space, it comes in, and immediately, oh, it does that.
But
It
in other realms it does it also.
See, there you go.
But
Yeah,
that I don't want. I don't want to adapt.
yeah, I understand. So at one point, that's at least my personal experience, it has learned, and it's still learning, because some circumstances are very, very strong. It's like, whoa, it's like as if it's challenging itself in a
Yeah.
way. You know, can you stay at home
Yeah.
when you're in this circumstance?
Yeah.
So it is as if it is a learning process. But it is also very, very useful that it can adapt, dass es sich anpassen kann. Because, you know, if it comes, for example, into a circumstance where it's really dangerous to be, and it doesn't get a sense of that, but everybody else knows exactly what's going on, you will just run into that danger rather than knowing, whoa, there is actually something weird going on, and we all notice it, and so we go another way. It's like, you know, you see that with animals. I'm sure you have seen that, maybe some African gazelles or impalas, you know, deer, like Rehe. You know, they're all in a group, and then a lion comes around and is hungry, and one just gets the nose up and the ears up, and then they run like an entity, hundreds of animals together. Just one picks up on danger and they all go together. So that's how our nervous system also is, what it's made for. It's just humans are a bit, yeah, they live mostly in that fight-flight mode. So for us, it's in our society, it's just so very important to get a sense of ourselves, how we feel actually when everything is okay, so that we have a reference point. And then we check out, is it actually necessary to be upset or in fight-flight mode right here or not? So then we can remove ourselves maybe and come back home. Home is that space where we can see clearly, where we are aware of what's going on. And then we go out again, it's like, wow, everybody around me feels like that there is danger, but actually there is none. You know, so we're learning to make distinctions. So, but see, you know, when you come into this field, the invitation is to come home. Yeah. And your system picks up on it immediately. If my system would be upset, or you would be upset. So we would be all upset. Everybody would have unmute and we would scream and shout at each other.
That I can't believe. That I can't believe.
I tell you, if my system would be upset, you would feel it. It would not come into homeness.
But there is a correlation with this field and my wantings. That's also an aspect, I think. If there is resistance against the environment, then the habit is a different one than, oh, I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, yes, yeah, exactly. So what we're learning is to first to make a distinction, you know, so there's an environment where everything is upset or, you know, and just to distinguish, just to see, wow, do I want to be there? Is that healthy for me? Is that upset necessary? Is that, you know, where I would like to be?
Can I make that a bit practical?
Yes.
For me, because on the work I'm on in the now, I noticed that there's when I come in, there's immediately a pressure, a hurry up. Oh, I have to do, we have to do. Oh. And I noticed that. But I don't know really. It catch me immediately. Yes. And this system is also, I have to do. Actually, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. See, that's how it is for most of us, the moment we go out of our house. Yeah. So just that you notice that, Bettina, is huge. Yes. Yes. And that's what you're staying with. It's like, wow, you're noticing. And you see how it automatically goes there. Yes. So that is the gift of it. There is a noticing. So from there you can move to the next. So then you see, is there judgment? Yes. Okay, you notice that there's a judgment.
Projection.
Yeah. Yes. Fantastic. So you notice all of that. So that means the system is already involved. Yeah. You just seeing it from a place of no judgment.
Oh.
See if that's possible. So that would be the next step. You know, that would be the next step.
Yeah, because I could see the projection also.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
There you go. That's exactly this place I mean. Yes. So because there's friendliness.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and just see what that does to acknowledge that you actually see from that place.
And then there is a wish to help somehow, that to throw out this hurriness and to calm down a bit.
And even that is seen.
Yes.
Yes. Even, which is, I mean, it's the most natural thing in a way, of course. You know, you don't want to have your child in an environment where it has to be upset because it hasn't learned to regulate its nervous system. It's like, gosh, you want to take it out. But somehow as an adult, our society doesn't really work like that. So we kind of have to do it here. But just seeing how it is and seeing that you're actually seeing all of that from a different place. From that place which does not judge. Is that true?
Yeah, at the moment, it's really true, but I don't know if
At
it's,
the moment, no, it's just this moment.
yeah, in this moment, absolutely.
Just this moment, yeah.
Yeah.
Just this moment. That is all that counts. So that, which means your system is capable of making all those distinctions.
Mm.
In this moment, that's all you've got. Yes. Ah, letting that in. Yes. Letting that in. Letting that in. It's very, very important information. Mm. Yeah, that starts moving. See, and it goes, oh, that's been so stiff.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm. So this, it sounds like that this is beginner stuff, but it's actually already very advanced.
Mm.
And just see where that went.
I'm here.
Yeah, yeah, but it went into
Yes,
kind
a
of
bit, yeah.
into
Is that
judgment,
true? Yeah.
and it's noticed. Again, it's noticed from another place. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Also noticed, like the other things.
Also noticed as all the other things, with a little help from
Yes, with a
the
little.
nervous system. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, the moment it's invited, it can make the distinction. It's fantastic. That's pure intelligence from where I'm looking. It's absolutely fantastic. Mm. Yeah, no, it starts or stays in movement.
Mm.
It stays in the flow.
Yes, already there was in a moment there was a noticing of, wow, there's so much going on, the pain in the neck and the movement, and then I have to look that and that. It feel a bit overwhelmed at the moment, and then we
Okay.
rest, and it's, yeah, it's
Yeah.
getting softer,
Yes.
and that
Yes.
is also noticed.
Exactly. Exactly. That is also noticed, Bettina. That's all you've got. It is noticed. Yeah. And there's also, at least that's what I'm sensing, there's also a spark that's very excited that it can see everything. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Gosh, just stay with that as much as possible.
That everything is happening, coming and going, and it's not so much that I can do, just be and let it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's just the grace of us being aware of what the system is doing automatically by itself, constantly. Yeah, it's a funny thing to say, but there is nobody there that is doing it. It
No.
is automatically made itself up in a certain way, and it's doing it by itself. And then there is that which sees it all. That is absolutely incredible when that capacity comes into view.
Yes.
And that is actually where a bit of relaxation can come into the system, because it's so on its
It's a
own.
lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's constantly on its own case of It shouldn't be like that. It's painful, it's stressful, it's like, no, I had enough, I'm out of here. But that which sees, if you can focus on that, whenever you can, focusing, being with that which sees, that place which is pure kindness, for me, it's the core of the core, the heart of the heart. It's warm, it's embodied, it's holding itself. It doesn't have a judgment. It knows everything is happening by itself. It's like the place when surrender happens by itself. Even surrender.
Yeah, I recognize it.
Can't
It
do.
immediately was gratefulness. Immediately.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's the surrender place. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's home. That's who you are. That is your home, always. All the other stuff is kind of disturbance and noise, trying to challenge you a bit to leave home. All of us.
Yeah, and you can't help that because it's trying so much the whole life to be different.
Yeah, it tries. Oh my God, it tries until it comes again when that heart of the heart, 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 and that spreads the wings around the system. Yeah, there, that's home. It's warm, soft, it's fierce, it's clear, all of that. It sees, it's available, it's alive, it's fun, it's joy, it's emotional, all of it. Mm. Mm.
Thank you so much.
Mm. Oh,
Everyone. Or is there something else from your side?
just love, Bettina.
Yeah.
Love hanging with you. It's absolutely exquisite.
Thank you.
Mm.
Same.
Yeah. Mm. Ellen.
Hello, Meike.
Hi.
Yeah. Oh, mm, Mm. Mm. There's not really coming something.
Again.
There's not really coming something.
Fantastic.
And at the same time, there's a lot.
Oh, okay. Mm. Mm. So that's what came so far. To be spoken. Let's see if there's more.
Yeah. Mm. You know, yeah, when you were speaking with Bettina, see how to say that. When you are in this field of seeing, you can say, like, then sometimes it's kind of, sometimes it seems a little bit like a kind of split, like, or you are in this field of that it flows, that it just does its thing, you can say. Now, I can maybe more say, like, sometimes it seems like that the seeing is the watching, you can say, is stopping the flow in a way. I don't know if you get what I mean.
I get what you mean. Yes.
And
Yeah.
so the spontaneous flow, because there's always a kind of awareness about what is happening. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see
Yeah.
that there is really a difference here in this system. Like before everything what happened, I can say, I was not so much in the Sangha. Now and of course there has been a lot of deepening in my system also, and there is much more awareness, you can say, about, yeah, a lot of things. Huh? But I can also see that it, in a way, seems sometimes like it has taken the unsinning, hoe zeg je dat, onschuldig? Judith, I think you know
Innocent, the innocent.
Ah, the innocence.
The-
Ah,
the
Innocent.
how is
Innocence.
innocence
Yeah.
movement, what is just going and flowing. I don't know if I'm clear.
You are very clear, Ellen.
I'm just looking if this is true when I'm speaking this. Huh?
Okay.
Mm. Yeah, in a way, I can feel it a little bit like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's yeah, in a way.
Yes.
It
So
maybe it's just the because there is really a difference. I
there
can
is a
feel in my
difference.
system by everything what happened and there's really a difference. A difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay, but
So you want to speak more or can I jump in?
no, yeah, you can jump in. I'm speaking with you and I'm at the same time I'm looking like
And you're digesting. Yes, I can
is
see.
this true or what is this is just what I mean, you know?
Mm,
The looking and
mm.
is very much in my life. So sometimes it
Yes.
stops just because there's always a kind of checking or and
Yeah.
at the same time I really love that it's like that.
Mm.
But sometimes I can see it also stops in a way.
Yeah. So I have been not talking about this. I'm talking about that which sees. I'm not talking about the observer, because
Okay.
the observer, this observer, still has judgment.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
observer is checking it all out. If it's all right, it's a split. It's a sense, another sense of I on top of all the other senses of I. I'm speaking about that which is the heart.
Yeah, I know. When you speak it, it's directly clear.
Ah, I can feel it, how you just, thanks for hearing that. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Ah, that so includes the body, doesn't it?
Mm.
It's it's so warm. It's so warm here. Mm.
Mm. Yeah, the other is more the observer and
Yeah.
with a kind of judgment, you can say
Yeah.
good, bad. This now I can,
Yes.
yeah,
Has some ideas, that one. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. It's a sweetheart, that one tries to, you know. But, gosh, the heart wraps its arm around that one too. Going a bit, when I say deeper, I don't know, but you know what I mean. It's that, the warmth of their heart, that it does not judge at all, but it is embodied. It's here. It's so present. It's not identified, but it is. Oh, it's just so hard to speak about that. It's just that.
mm,
It's like, as an experience, my system experiences it as fullness. I know a lot of people speak about emptiness, but for my system, it's just the opposite. But maybe, you know, one doesn't go without the other. So it's just a word, but it feels like it's filling and whoa, it knows it is everywhere. It's it's an experience. It's just a yummy, beautiful experience to be alive.
Yeah, and it's interesting, you know, I can see yesterday I was, yeah, let's say, like, it is really interesting for me, like, how to fall more in this when I am on my own. So when
Yeah.
I do it, this is really,
Yes.
you know, I can see when I come in the Sangha, I can fall, it's clear, I can fall in it, or in the Sanghas from Isaac, but I also was very aware yesterday. I was just sitting on my own in my room, like no phone, no light, no, just to in a way to deepen this, to have this, to fall here in my on when I am on my own, so that
Yeah.
I'm not dependent on you or on Isaac or
Yeah.
on every whatever. It's just
Yes.
this longing I can see, like to really have this with myself and not to be dependent on anything. Um, and then sometimes I can see, like, I can feel like that I'm then falling in a kind of empty field and I don't know where to go to fall in it, something like that.
Mm. Mm.
It's, but there's really a very deep longing to be with it, be with this just when I'm, you know what I mean, eh?
Yes, I do.
And sometimes it's there. I can also feel like, you know, it's really like, oh yeah. So I can see like then I was a longing to come in the Sangha today because I'm very aware, like, yeah, but my system can learn from your system, like
Exactly.
how to do that. It's
Yes.
just, it's in a
Yes.
way yearning for it, just to learn this more and more.
Mm. Mm. Exactly. That's exactly what we do when we come together. We learn from each other. We download each other.
Mm.
And you know, we do it, some of us need longer, some of us have got it immediately. You know, there's just systems are different in a certain way. And then some of us try when we're by ourselves, and you know, there's all the different qualities and pathways in a way. And then with luck, one day the system knows how to do it by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can already see that it's coming much more in my life, you can say. It's really like
It's obvious from here too. So I see it every time we meet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's wonderful to witness that. It's wonderful. It's such a confirmation.
Yeah.
It's the feedback, you know, it's like, then this system knows, wow, this, like this, exploring like this, wow, opens up something. Then it gets inspired over here to go even further. So that's like, you know, systems work together. It's fantastic.
That's beautiful to hear.
Mm.
It's really
You know,
nice.
if your system would come back and say, you know, this really, what you're doing is really doesn't work, and you know, whatever, oh, then my system would get that feedback, and then it would maybe explore somewhere else. Like, oh, okay, that wasn't so, it didn't go
Mm,
further here. There was like a dead end. It's
mm,
like, okay, so that would be the feedback. And then to see, oh, maybe there are other possibilities, but getting the confirmation of, wow, it really does something in your life. It's like opens up here the pathways to go there further, to not stop there. Makes
yeah,
sense, doesn't
yeah,
it?
makes sense. In a way, it's the same, huh?
Yes, it's the
Yeah,
same.
it's the same.
It's the absolute same. So then we have an exchange again, and then we go out and do our exploration. Our systems do the explorations. And then we
Yeah.
come together again and we see where it can go further, where it's a dead end, where, yeah, just fun. Fun, life doing its thing, life just being, wow, exploring. Life loves that the best, actually, doesn't it?
Mm,
Free.
mm,
Especially when there's no judge.
mm.
Then it just comes out and, oh, so creative, so creative.
Yeah. I can I ask something more? I'll say
Absolutely.
something more. Sure.
Yeah.
Time. I'm just looking.
No, we
Okay.
still have an hour.
Okay. Because there was a little bit confusion, like how let's. In a way, I'm very much aware that everything what I experience, you can say, what is experience, is in a way is just here, I can say. It's not, and then in a way you can say, yeah, that other people don't exist. It's just
Yes.
experience here.
Yes.
This, it's,
Yeah.
I was very aware of that because I was yesterday, I was thinking about you, or you were passing my mind. And then it was really like, yeah, but what the experience I have when I meet you is just here. It's not Mike over there. It's not Isaac. It's just, you know, this
Yeah.
also has to do with that there is this longing to bring it more here, that it's not so much outside anymore, you know.
Mhm.
It's just experience here. So it's just wow, everything is experience here, you know. It's not really wow, it's a kind of I got a kind of ah uh
Yeah.
a kind of what it's kind of it's just it's the same you are the experience itself just in a form and that's named Meike.
Yep.
I'm a little bit um wow
Yes. It's absolute wow. It's absolute wow. Especially if you have been trained, and we all have been trained to make everything we see and experience real, like solidly real. That's how we've been trained from early on, from the beginning. Yeah,
yeah,
we've been trained to get a sense of I. All of a sudden, there's I. Me and you. It's not like that for a child in the beginning. It's
no,
not.
that's clear. You can see that very clear also. It's just
Yeah.
it's just
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Very spacious,
Mm,
all of a sudden it gets squeezed into a body and has to adapt with that spaciousness that you are, and then all of a sudden it seems like it's trapped in the body. It's like, what the heck is this?
So in a way you can say that experience or life experience has come into this form to experience life as Ellen,
Yes,
something like that.
yes, exactly.
And everything what is, I could just see like everything what is happening or what happened in my life, you know, experience wants or life wants to experience this through this form.
Yes. Yeah, and it seems like that it's programmed. It seems like that when that egg and sperm came together to make Ellen, that it was already full with lots of information, so that what became Ellen knew exactly how to grow. You know, that hair, that eye color, those eyes, that face, that body, all of it. Knew exactly how to form all of it. And then it got also formed through all the life experience, kind of. But some say it's all written down already.
Yeah,
It's amazing, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, it's no choice whatsoever.
And it's also no choice to put it to put it in a kind of direction, you can say then.
Exactly, no choice whatsoever. When you look from here,
Yeah,
you know,
when you look from
we
here.
come to this space from where we're looking right now. Yeah, and it's just so clear. It's just an absolute amazing, some people say dream. When it identifies itself, you can't speak like that. It's not possible. Then you just say, "Phew, of course this is real." So you can't mix levels in a way, or overstep or overjump. But from here, where we are looking right now, it's just so obvious. It's so obvious.
Yeah, and then, you know, because I see when I see this information, you can say when this information comes,
Yeah.
because sometimes it also comes when I'm on my own,
Yeah.
and then this information comes
Yeah.
to, I can see, because it's so huge in a way that
Yeah.
something once then almost gets kind of out of the body because it's such a, and
okay.
then to bring this information in a kind of in the body, just
Yes.
here on earth, and to be at the same time
Exactly.
aware of it. That was
Yeah.
maybe the split I was talking about, you know.
Yes, I get
That
it.
was what I meant.
I totally get it. So
Ah,
in this
really.
case, yeah. See, exactly that movement. Yeah. That brings it back here.
Ah.
Yeah.
Because it's so excitement really to see it so clear, and then it's giving
Ah,
like something like that.
absolutely. Yeah. So then it can get a bit scared and disembody. It can go out. So when that is noticed, start moving. You just showed us naturally when you saw, you started moving your body. Yes. Or the body. Yeah.
Because everything what was then a kind of what was your things where you could hold on the
Reference point.
everything
Yes.
falls
Absolutely. Yeah.
totally.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, lots of people have experienced that, all those so-called enlightened people. But most of them also came back into the body and had to integrate all of it, like Ramana, Ramana was one of those. I mean, he sat for years.
Yeah.
He just sat for years in caves under trees, then again in another cave. Then he moved caves. What a joke in a way. And was sitting, and then started moving, looking after his mother, feeding the people in his in the temple. Had to reintegrate all that information slowly but gently into the body. So this is what you just did. You know, that information, there's like, whoa, there's no reference point whatsoever. And then slowly, slowly integrating it into the density of the body, which is a trip because it is so dense. But that seems our job.
Was it what you said? It's a trip because
It's a trip because it's so dense. It's so what's dense in Dutch? I don't even know in German right now. It's so together, you know, it's tight.
Oh, it's yeah.
Tight.
Oh yeah.
It's tight. And that information, to get that in,
Yeah.
it can be experienced as very difficult for the system because it's so tight. So you got to go really, really slowly with it. It rather jumps out than to come in. But it seems that that is why we also meet. It's like the two. I mean, you know, Papaji said that, Nisargadatta said, I mean, all those beautiful people, they said that needs two wings for a bird to fly. The nothingness and the everything. It's like if you're out there, most of the people I know that are so very out there feel very, very lost. Not all of them. I know Buddhists, for example, it's a huge teaching and training. They've written it all down, what happens when you go into space and leave the body behind. But obviously for us, we have to include embodiment. We've got to live at the same time. So
Yeah,
there's this.
It's I can also imagine that you get lost because in a way you can feel very alone with this, you can say. So that's why it's so beautiful to talk about it because,
Yes.
you know, just in the world, you can say how everything goes. It's not so easy to talk about.
Absolutely not easy.
And
no.
so then I can totally understand why you space or you go more out because there is more than
space.
Bring it more space than to bring it in the body because it's all forms. You can see what is walking around in a way.
Yeah.
I'm really amazed about this in a kind of.
Oh, me too. Me too.
But you are very relaxed also. I can see like when by you it's very it's a kind of I can feel it's a kind of
By grace, it's my daily practice, day and night. You know, for whatever reason, that's what life wants to do with my system. It's just so interesting. Nothing else is more interesting. So, and I don't know how that happened. You know, it's nothing that I've done or so. Yeah, it loves to have this exchange because that opens doors, pathways. Like, you know, it's like, wow, there's a same that is interested in the same, and we can walk together. which life so loves, doesn't it? Life loves trekking together, loves exploring together. It loves it. It feels terrible to life when it seems it's split off and it's all alone. It's, I think, the worst that can happen to the system, that it gets a sense of, ooh, I'm just all alone here, and yeah, and then I'm dead. Rather than, oh, that's interesting. There's a so-called another, and we can track together. We can look where this goes and where this goes. And when it witnesses itself, phew, it's the most beautiful ever. Life. Mm. Yeah, exactly.
Oi, that's a lot. Ah, yeah, I will let sink in this conversation.
Very inspiring, Ellen. Thank you for this.
It was too, yeah,
Beautiful, beautiful
beautiful,
exchange. Yes.
beautiful conversation. Really,
Yum,
thank you.
yum.
Yummy, yum.
Thank
You all.
you, Beck. Mwah. Talia. Yay.
Hi, everyone. Hi,
Hi.
Mike. Hi. Mm. It's like there's a interesting mix of space and fear, some kind of fear. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so beautiful to notice that. That's
Yeah.
actually exactly what we were speaking about, actually all evening.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So what I've been noticing is the fear comes when the spaciousness takes a bit over and leaves the physicality.
Mm.
And you just see if it resonates or not.
Yeah. There's something that's almost resisting the physicality.
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah. Cool.
kind
It's
of,
noticed.
yeah.
It's noticed. That is, oh my God, it is noticed.
Mm. Yeah, it's hard to kind of put a finger on it, because it's like, is it numbness? Is it a bit of freeze? Like, what is that? It's kind of,
Yeah,
it feels,
so,
a bit like a
know,
freeze somewhere in the system.
for a moment, I would even leave that alone. Don't even look for what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
That, it's just an invitation. You see if it resonates or not. Just that there's a noticing that something is resisting. How far out? Yeah. And see what that does. Not having to look if it's a trauma response or whatever. Just stepping even one step further back, it's like just the noticing.
Yeah, it feels really okay, whatever is in the body, whatever contract. That's what I noticed when you invited me to that. It's just, then it's better not to talk right now, I think, just to feel more.
Oh,
Me not to talk. You're free to talk. I'm not
you
gonna talk for a
too.
while.
You too. let's see how it is if there's no rules. So we're kind of walking hand in hand and there's no rules. Yeah, gosh. Breath. So we're kind of inspiring each other by noticing together. You know, you notice that, I notice that, and then we share and it's, oh, far, you know, being on exploration, kind of on tours. Oh, I found this. Oh, let me see. How did you get there? You know, like that. And then, I found this. Man, how did you get there? So no rules. Because when you explore, you can't get it wrong, you know. There's exploring is exploring. It's totally fresh. There's no right or wrong. You can't say, "Oh, I explored and it was wrong." That's not what exploration is, isn't it? It's like it's curiosity. It's very, very free. It doesn't know the outcome. It does not. It's just, oh man, it's so free. It's fun. And then it's like, I show you what I found and you show me what you found. And then we, yeah, just show each other. There's also that, you know, when you go exploring together, you go hand in hand, and then sometimes you find something and you get a fright, you know, and then you go, you do that, and the other one also goes, oh, what was that? So we both kind of get a fright. And then we look again, what was that? Have you had that experience?
I don't know.
Oh, I've had that many times. And then you look again together. Oh, what was, oh, and then you kind of see, ah, it was okay. So is there still fear in the system? Do you notice some fear or, or how is it? What's dominant right now?
It's gonna take a moment with that.
So when there's fear, there's
Yeah, I
actually,
can feel this. I can feel there's some fear, and it's kind of interesting because it doesn't feel like a problem, but there's some fear. It's kind of um oh, that's really interesting. There's a really, really almost unusual sense of um I cannot describe what this is right now. Do you know what I mean?
mm,
I don't know. There's something that feels that it's very difficult to know anything at
mm.
all, or
Oh, okay.
just
Mm,
it's kind of really, really hard to
mm. So could you
can't
call
describe.
it could you call it newness?
Yeah, it's really, really new.
Okay.
It's really
Mm,
new and like
mm,
can't yeah, can't um
mm,
yeah,
mm.
it feels
Yeah,
really new.
brand new. Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic.
But there's just a lot of not knowing
Yeah.
anything in
All
this.
right. Mm, mm,
Um
mm, mm,
and I just can't understand something, can't understand
mm,
what,
mm.
you know, um I don't know if
Makes
that
sense.
makes any it makes sense to it doesn't make sense, doesn't make it I can't I can't find any sense. I can't
Yeah.
find anything. I
Makes
don't
totally sense if you step into something brand new. To me, it makes
mm,
total sense. When you step into something brand new, you have no
mm,
clue.
mm,
So then
okay.
it will, yeah, so it will start forming itself, it will make up some things to fill that emptiness. That's what it always does.
Mm,
And then it will talk about it. When it has made up some stories around it.
mm,
Yeah.
mm, yeah.
But brand new, it has no clue. Bodies included, huh?
It's almost like I forgot I had one.
I really would recommend to consciously include the body.
Mm,
That's just my personal recommendation.
Mm.
Mm. It's just, you know, one of the things we need to live. You know, these bodies still have a few years, you know.
I
If-
just had a thought. I just had a thought that said, "Do we have to? Do we have to?"
yeah. As long as it's here, you know, you can go the other way. You know, who knows? Maybe for you it's a different journey. Could easily be. Could easily be. You know, I just know somehow whatever it is tells me personally for my system. It's it has to experience and live and use this body to its last breath. And as much as possible. It's quite interesting. It's like, wow, it's rather how much more can it be present here and include everything, every cell, every atom, everything. How much more can it be present here? But that's just the journey of this system. You know, there's so many different journeys. Look, some people have to sit in caves and totally disembody and leave the body alone. But I mean, I don't know if there's anybody that didn't come back. I know actually only those that had to reintegrate and come back. But who knows? Maybe, you know, it's different for every system, I guess. Don't know if we can get around it. It's like there again, you know, bird needs two wings to fly. Everything and nothing. Without one, the other one doesn't exist, isn't it?
I love that you just made it totally okay to, you know, be whatever it wants to be embodied, disembodied.
Thank you. That's really cool to hear.
Not interested in a body,
Ah,
whatever.
yeah,
So
it's,
I love what you just said,
oh, thank
like
you.
giving permission to permission so that.
Yeah, you know, who am I to say this is the right way or this is the right way? That would be quite arrogant, huh? It's like, I mean, I wish, but yeah, just not. It's yeah. It's just interesting. What I can say is that, you know, beloveds or friends that come to me, like kind of, it's like as if we are like-minded ones. It's those ones that are not interested in including the embodiment don't really come to me. So it's, I guess, you know, that is like we fit together. But there's definitely no right or wrong in that. Definitely not. It's every system has their own journey, as far as I can see.
Mm.
I'm very curious to see what your journey is.
Felt like really nice to include this, the sense of that and this aspect that just wanted
wanted to feel a free choice around being here or not being here
Yeah,
in a body experience.
yeah,
And the way you spoke was almost like giving permission to that. Like,
oh, nice.
and then tears came. It was like,
Oh,
it's really interesting to meet that consciously,
beautiful.
that one that doesn't, you know, and the tears of that, the one that doesn't want a physical, doesn't
Yeah.
really want physicality, physical
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah,
And like it's okay. There's been a
yeah,
lot of ideas like it's not okay
yeah.
to
Get
want
it.
to not be here.
Mm, mm. Yeah, totally understand.
Yeah,
Wow, how nice.
does feel good to have permission for that.
Mm,
Mm.
mm.
Kind of something feels drawn to want to go into that more. There's now like a kind of the suction in there, like, oh, I want
Yeah,
to feel you more. I want to hold you and feel you and hug
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
it's interesting because there you can see for that you need a body again, huh?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
quite interesting, you know, it's
It's
like,
useful
oh,
for
yes,
that.
I want to go and there's a body needed for that. It's interesting, huh? Maybe maybe that aspect has enough body that is possible. I'm not sure. You have a look. There's still a tiny bit of where that can happen. Or maybe it's not needed.
Really, it's quite fascinating.
It
But
is.
it feels so different. I've never felt anything like this before, so it's kind of, yeah, bit tricky to get a read on it, you know, kind of see what's happening because it's so
Yeah.
just noticed that it felt really good to meet, to be it completely free.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, like yeah.
Makes sense.
Like, yeah, it was something like a free choice to be here or to leave
Yeah.
the physical
Yeah.
realm somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, more tears.
Oh, I can feel it.
It's just
Beautiful. Love it.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. It's quite embodied right now.
So beautiful, Talia.
Yeah.
Touches me deeply. So just let you know.
Yeah. I actually I like hanging out here with this. I like it.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Mm. don't know if I should stay, like taking up time and looking at you more, or whether I should just sit, let someone else have a go.
Just let's stay for a little longer. Just it will tell you when it's time to go.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's, for me, it's absolutely exquisite to be here. It will tell you exactly when it's had enough. Sweet touch.
Yeah. Yeah. Who would have thought that not wanting to be here could feel so good in my eyes? I'm looking for a tissue. I can't find one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah, no tissue. Yeah, it feels like something that I really want to be with and not jump over and not just, feels like a.
I mean, it's so beautiful because all those aspects or whatever you want to call it, they just love to be met just the way they are. Isn't it? It's very simple in a certain way. It's like the moment you come with any idea about them, they're gone. But if you, so if we just clumsily show up, because I feel my system is sometimes really clumsy, but it loves to invite and it loves to come into contact in its clumsy way. And I'm always amazed about the response. It's so forgiving. All these aspects are so forgiving when we show up just the way we are.
Mm. Mm.
Just love to meet. It's nearly like, I just speak it because it comes. It's nearly like another aspect says, I'm so sorry that I'm sometimes so clumsy and don't know how to meet you. I so want to meet you, and sometimes it just doesn't come easy. So, but there's an interest. So I think that in and here. Mm, mm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Marina. Hi.
I was just interested in when you said there's fear here now. When there's fear, it means you're not in the body. You're forgetting the body. Is that something like that? Yeah.
You have a look, Marina.
So
You
yeah,
have a
I'm
look.
interested in that.
It is.
That's it's here now. Just the last
Yes.
little time.
Yeah. Yeah. Just, it's because I can say it like that. And I do sometimes, I say something, but best is, at least in my experience, you look for yourself, is how present your system is right there, right now. And without any right or wrong. Let's just see, if physicality is included, how much is included, if it moves away through thoughts or stories or movies, or how much it can be here in this moment.
I often don't know because sometimes I think I am, and yet as you speak, there's tears, there's emotion, and there's a knowing that I'm not. Or how much, I don't know. Maybe I am a little bit.
Yeah.
Often, to be honest, I don't know. I think the only time I know is when I'm more here.
Yeah. But truth is, you can only know now.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's stay with that.
Yeah.
How is it now, in this moment? That's all we ever can know about. All other stuff is made up. It's past, future, well, it's made up. So it's this moment. Are you here?
First I thought, yes, I was.
So
Now it's clear I'm not really.
So yes.
I'm not really.
The thing
That
is,
confusion. I'll often think I am.
yeah, but there you go, Marina. Wait 1 second.
But
The
even
mo-
now, I think I am, but I'm not.
The moment you think,
Yeah.
you're gone.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Or something is gone, you know, what, yeah,
Yeah.
attention, let's say attention has gone somewhere else. We can say it like that, because you're always here. It's just attention is going somewhere else the moment it starts thinking, especially when it's confused thinking.
Mm.
There can be also clear thinking, then that is not in question. Then here-ness is not in question, isn't it? It's like when it's really clear, it's only in question when it gets confused into confused thinking. At least that's my experience. Yeah. So here-ness is the inclusiveness of physicality. For me personally, there we go again. You know, it's just, you have to explore that for yourself. I'm just kind of sharing my personal experience. It's like the more physicality is included, oh, the more I'm just here. Gosh, feel my heart, feel, and then all of a sudden I feel everything. It's like then I know who you are, where you are. I feel if you're out there, if you're in there, if you're stressed, if you're calm, all of a sudden, the moment this is right here, physicality all included, I know everything. That's my personal experience. The moment I go into confused thinking, when it actually, through discomfort quite often, when it takes me, God, who am I? Where am I? What's going on? Gosh, where can I go? Oh, God, it's very scary actually. And, you know, then attention has gone away from a unified field. And it does it automatically by itself. And then, you know, we invite each other to, how is it? Just to take a breath together and see each other, look into each other's eyes, and hey, it's Marina and Meike and all our beautiful friends. You know, see when it's you get the felt sense of, gosh, yes, I'm on my beautiful couch. I just moved the furniture. Now I'm sitting here instead of over there. You know, just that simple. And that we do again and again and again. So then we don't even have to think, am I here or am I out? Am I in? It's all confused. Wow. Feet on the ground or in the water, because I know you love the ocean. It's like, get water. Feel it on my skin or on this skin. Simple, simple, simple. A glass of water. Whoa, I feel it going down. Everything, physicality included. Doesn't need a thought. And it's very scary when physicality is not included for most of us. So, man, I would love to wrap my arms around, just to give the body a sense of, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay to be here. So that it gets a felt sense of itself again, of, yeah, it's not so bad to be here, not so bad, you know, it's pretty scary at times, but yeah. I wish I could sit right next to you. And I know it's a lot. Life is quite, it's not just a cup of tea for most of us. It's, can be full on. It's intense times. I mean, personally and collectively, and all that stuff going on that tries to push us out of center constantly, day and night. Luckily, we have each other, huh? Luckily, we have a few moments come together and hold each other's hands. And tell each other all is well. In the end, all is well. I wish I had more to offer. I wish.
A how-to manual.
Say again.
How-to manual.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So truth is you are here always. Just sometimes, something takes over and attention goes into confusion, let's say it like that, because of discomfort, intense discomfort, which causes fear and anxiety and all those friends. Mm. Mm. And then I tell you all of that, and it releases something, and maybe it's a bit easier.
Yeah, it feels easier, definitely.
That's very wonderful to hear.
I feel it's sort of or in touch with the young organization or organizations.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and they just
Yeah.
always long for comfort of, we have to mother ourselves in a way, or we can do that with each other, but that's all they need. That's all they need. They need to know we are there.
Yeah.
With the body, with physicality. So wherever they are, that they can be met. As they are. So sweet, eh?
Yeah, I feel the body's included more now. Is that juicy?
It's so beautiful. We have a few more minutes. Let's just hang, letting those beings drink and arrive here. Oh, so sweet, huh? Can you feel that? Oh, so sweet. Okay, even if they go somewhere, it's okay. You're still here. You're letting them, you're letting them, and letting them know we are not moving. They like that. Oh. You're right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could feel when they left. I felt,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So it's
Fantastic.
little organisations that are safe for a while, or not.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. And that's totally fine.
yeah,
They just do what they need to do. Yeah. And we saw it. It's the witnessing that does the magic. The witnessing that does not have any concern, nor judgment, nor anything against what's going on, what's happening. It's just that heartful witnessing and not moving. It's, it's like when Buddha put his hands on the ground, he said, I'm not moving. I'm not moving. And we do it, and you can go in and out, whatever you want to do. I'm not moving. I am here. I'm here, in spite of that. And I see. Again, and again, and again, and again. Seems to be our job.
oh, thank you so much, Meike.
So welcome. Mm.
Thank you.
Ah, again, what a beautiful meeting. Thank you all very, very much. Love and peace until we meet again. Mwah. Ciao.